Hello, I'm Elizabeth Mulhane, and welcome to this recording about the course and myself as the designer and creator of the course. A little bit about me. I'm now 51. I was born in 69. I have 5 children. I had 4 of those children in 5 years, so raised a little pack there. And then I had a 12-year gap and had the other child. So two very different extremes of parenting, and I took a lot from that. And having the other 4 within 5 years saw me having an explosion of teenage years for a while there too. So yeah, I'm well versed with dealing with children of all ages, and I'm a grandmother now of 2. I've been getting my little granddaughters to practice mindfulness since they were born in different ways, and you'll see some of that through the course. Um, and I have a Bachelor of Psychological Science. I did my honours degree in improving wellbeing using mindfulness and sound, and you'll also receive a lot of that knowledge through the course. It's a very research-based course, and you'll learn so much more than just mindfulness. You'll learn how to embrace mindfulness within your daily living. So you'll learn to practice mindfulness formally, informally, and then you'll practice various forms of meditation formally and informally, because that's what I've been doing my whole life. I got into mindfulness when I was 16 through yoga. That was my first sort of formal experience with a mindfulness lesson, with breathing lessons and the yoga stretches and that was amazing. And I never lost that. I love my yoga. Probably could practice it more regularly. I have spurts where I'm on and off. And I've done Tai Chi. I love Tai Chi. I've done martial arts, Wing Chun Kung Fu. I did that full time for 12 months. So I really have embraced in my younger years the art of mind and body, and all those different styles of movement for that mind-body balance and balance within yourself. I've also got qualifications in beauty therapy and fine art, and I've been a clay play teacher in going into childcares. I've delivered mindfulness in different schools, and I ran a before and after care thing for Montessori, where I had an arts and crafts club and a science club and a chess club. And I've been a Cub Scout leader. I was a Cub Scout leader for 4 years, and I did all that training that was for 7 to 11-year-olds. So, and I've been a Sunday school teacher. I've really had hands-on with kids and kids of all different ages, and so yeah, I really do know my stuff when it comes to understanding how to deliver programs to children in enjoyable ways. My point being, though, is you're going to receive a lot of knowledge. I love learning. I've been learning my whole life. I don't just know psychology. I know every religion. It's not, it's not really packed in there in the course or anything. But I'm just saying I'm coming from a depth of knowledge. I enjoy quantum physics in a layman's understanding, and I share that kind of thing because I'm sharing the depths of mindfulness. You'll learn mindfulness in a really deep and profound way, because you'll understand the oneness that we need to cultivate within ourselves. Accepting ourselves and having self-love, and then having love for everybody else, and understanding how to get to that place to love everybody else through conceptualizing all the different ways that we experience that oneness, within the common human experience, within the emotions that we all experience, and within the science of understanding the oneness through quantum, through energy, through sound, through consciousness. And so you'll discover those ways very gently, very easily. It's a lovely course. People love doing it. It's easy learning. And there's a workbook. So you'll go online to the website, and then you'll log in to your module. But you'll start here. You'll log into module 1, download your workbook. It's a 50-page workbook, and the workbook will take you through the course. So you'll start at the workbook, okay, and then the workbook will tell you when to go to your course component. And that's how you go through the course. And so each week, you'll do different things, mindfulness and well-being. You'll learn theory, you'll learn practical, and you'll, like I said, get into understanding how to formally practice mindfulness and how to informally be living with mindfulness, and then how to practice different styles of meditation until you find a style that you love and that you like to want to stick with and grow from there. It's about really discovering meditation. In all our courses, I use like the COTUS method, which is it's about self-discovery first. So if you're using this as for parenting, well, you self-discover, you self-care, you self-love, and then you can properly care for others and love others in a deep and meaningful way that and do it in a sense where you're flourishing, you're feeling wonderful, because that's what we all want, to just feel good. All right, so after the 8-week course, through the course you'll have a lot of ideas for teaching children, for sharing your mindfulness practice and your journey with the children in your home. And if you have a 3 to 6-year-old, and if you're one of those parents, I have homeschooled before. I enjoy homeschooling. I'm homeschooling my 13-year-old at the moment. So some parents, even when my children are at school, there's certain things I want to teach them. I want to make sure that they have, that they have received certain lessons in social and emotional development, because at the end of the day, we all just want our kids to be good people and to have happy lives. Okay, so this is the 10-week mindfulness-based creative play program. This program is designed for 3 to 6-year-olds, and it's to develop a sense of stewardship within the child for Mother Nature, and a sense of interconnectedness between ourselves and the bees, and our need for the bees, and how important the bees are, and how grateful we can be for the bees, for our fruit and vegetables and our honey. And so they're learning all about bees every week, and they do a craft and a game and a discussion. I've picked out little YouTube links to start the lesson off, but some of my teachers that run this have just got books and gone with books, so it's up to you which way. And it's just a lovely program, really step-by-step activities, and throughout that they're also learning the mindfulness and the meditation. And there's also it's overlaid with 10 well-being points. They're our 10 flourishing words. So each week they'll focus on a word, and you'll focus on developing that within there, whether it's positive emotion, having them understand that we want to have meaning in our life, having them understand autonomy, having that I did it moment, and they're just concepts to help encourage social and emotional development. And so to help really unpack the program, there's a craft booklet, so you can just go through the crafts, and they're just step by step, just showing you how to go through the crafts. And some of them are games. I'll turn into the games as well, the crafts, so that helps you there. And then it comes with a a meditation script, like just a book of meditations that will help you, just guide you through mindful eating, meaning, interest, spidey senses, loving kindness meditation, listening meditations, engagement, gratitude. Okay, so that's if you really want to embrace that learning with your child. And like I said, they learn all about bees and that interconnectedness. So we're getting them to start to learn about that oneness and that shared, how everything is really interconnected, and how important it is that we just love Mother Nature and look after Mother Nature and be good stewards. Okay, so the 10 Wellbeing program, the 10 Wellbeing Flourishing words that are in there are also in the Wellbeing program. This was originally made for teachers, but I've had teachers that have started their own private business run this program just with a couple of children very successfully, and those children have been up to the age of 10. So, excuse me, it's appropriate to use for older children. And depending on the level of the child's interest on wanting to do crafts, you can just take them through the concepts and the lessons about the bees each week through a conversation after you've had a look through the program, and give them that little concept of knowledge each week, and leave it at that, and add a meditation in just so your child, no matter how old they are, really does appreciate bees and how important they are. Okay, so yeah, this is so simple. It's really, really simple, and it talks about flourishing, and it's promoting social and emotional development through 10 really easy to follow little exercises each week to experience those 10 flourishing words. Again, you can adapt this program if you've got a 10-year-old that's really not disciplined, needs a bit of help with his chores, getting disciplined, getting that routine going. This is the kind of program that is designed for boosting that kind of social and emotional intelligence within children, and of course helping them to engage in the family and in within themselves. Okay, connecting with their own positive emotions and knowing when they're interested in things, and wanting to develop positive relationships. All right, and then this next program is for mindful eating, cultivating mindful eating, designed for 7 to adult. This is a challenge. It's an interactive program. You'll, for example, mindfulness and food. You'll learn about the taste buds, and then there'll be a little section where you can just do the challenge and just have a little experiment with your own taste buds and note down, what you got from it. I won't go through the whole program, but it's all about not just tasting food and using our senses to experience taste or to know when we're satisfied, but it goes deeper into understanding the 5 food groups and good sugars, bad sugars, healthy fats, bad fats, and why we get cravings. So it's more of a just understanding food on just that health, self-help benefit level of knowing what to eat and why. How food's going to affect our moods, food's going to affect our well-being in so many ways, and what we put in our mouths. And so we talk about vitamins and minerals. There's a week on each one. And so yeah, that's a really good program to run. You can just supervise the child, run it with the child, or you can do it together. And the final program is the Oneness program. This is a 10-week program, and it's for 3 to 18-year-olds, and it's designed again to just embrace oneness through a self-love, a love for others, holding compassion, understanding oneness through science, through energy and our ability to share energy and to just discover how energy's everywhere, through sound, through light, through emotion, through throughout the quantum realm. So I mean, how do I explain this program? It's to go through it really. The lesson 1 is love one another. So it's designed for 10 weeks. If you want to draw out each module, you can. If you wanted to do one module a day, it's up to you. You go through the module and see how you want to adapt that. But the main thing is that you're sharing the concept. You're sharing that concept of knowledge, and the child is understanding that concept of knowledge. So for lesson 1, it's love one another. So the child's learning first through this lesson. It's pointed out for young children, the delivery of the lesson. But the main lesson is that to teach a child to understand how important it is for our well-being to give and receive love, and to teach the child that love gives our life meaning. All right, so they're going through, there's exercises for different age levels to teach that message, and to give little mindfulness exercises and meditation exercises as well. And then there's the social and emotional development learning outcome. So for this one, it goes through different ones. For example, the child learns to embrace feelings of self-love. And the last one on here, the child understands that cultivating a loving heart through meditation and or deeds, practical deeds, the doing of compassion, is something that we all need to do. So it's different concept. Lesson 2, we're all the same, but we're all different. Again, it's an easy delivery, but it's a really powerful message for our children to understand that we're having a common human experience, because we're all the same. We're all one species. We're all human beings having a human experience, and we're all different in our different cultures and our different languages and our different religions, but we can embrace that. We can celebrate those differences. So there's little exercises, like a mindful eating exercise where they're doing a tasting exercise and just appreciating tastes from other cultures, and so there's different, that week is more of a list making week, where you're making different lists for the children in ways of talking about the differences and the similarities. So we're seeing the interconnectedness, the relatedness, and that oneness within diversity, and within an appreciation for diversity and appreciation for other people and other cultures. Okay, so we're also learning about our own moods and our own emotions in this week, and making sure that your child understands the basic emotions, that we all have them, we all experience them, and that's perfectly normal. And we're all trying to cultivate them, and we're all always working towards improving our ability to flourish and cultivate those emotions and our own reactivity to our emotions. So we're just accepting ourselves, and in that way also learning to accept others. We're going to go to lesson 4. We all cling to the elements. Pretty basic. Understanding that we're all having that common experience, and because we all do cling to those elements, we really need Mother Nature, and we need to be good stewards. Lesson 5. Our world is full of sound. So they're going into science now and discovering that everything's making sound, whether we can hear it or not. Just because we can't hear all the sound doesn't mean the world's not alive with sound. So they're seeing that connectedness, that again, the just the interrelatedness of everything, because we're looking at vibration harmonies, entrainment, and how sound can do the amazing things sound can do. All right, so, and then they're looking at how everything is energy and looking at ways to understand sound as vibration and energy and a frequency and you know, everything that sound is, energy is, and energy is a lot more. And then, of course, we're going to look at back on emotions and that social and emotional development of sharing our energy and our need to cultivate our own energy, our own emotions, because we do share it. And so we're holding compassion. We're learning to hold compassion in this module. And this is actually the first edition. The second edition is a little bit more in-depth. So it's just a slightly different, slightly a little bit thicker, but just to lay out things a little bit easier. And all right, so I missed lesson 9. We are one. So again, we're going to highlight all the different ways that we are one that we've learnt so far in the program. You know, to interact on a level with plants, a level with sound, a level with energy, a level with emotions. How we're always interacting, and hearing that sound and being affected by that sound. Can you hear that sound in the background? The last one, I'm getting distracted terribly now. We're following the golden rule. All right, so we're wrapping it up with the golden rule. So it's just a program to make sure that children understand our need to practice this mindfulness and meditation all throughout it. And they're practicing their need. Come here, baby. They're practicing mindfulness and meditation as a way to cultivate better ways of thinking and being in order to be within themselves and belong to the community and become adults that are, you know, are good citizens, that are good stewards, that understand that scientific oneness, and then they can apply that heart mind into connection to living that concept of oneness, and you know, that's the way that we would just eradicate, or the best possible way to try to eradicate all the biases and the prejudices that separate us and divide us and cause so much problems in society. And we're teaching them, you know, we're packing them with knowledge, getting them to filling their little minds to be really creative individuals with a positive outlook. All right, so I'm going to leave it there, and thank you very much for giving me your time. And this is Pandia. This is Pandia, by the way. She's an 8-week-old Shih Tzu, and she was crying for her mommy. So I'll leave it there, and bye for now.